Here we are again. Me and you against the world. What a world it is. It took serious modifications to my body to survive in Brainiac's frozen wasteland. As for my mind, Dr. Frias always has a plan. But I couldn't plan our way out of this one. Time and time again, I refused to join Amanda Waller and her task force. All the evidence suggested my involvement would do little to save the world. But I could save our world. Eventually, the calls stopped coming, and we were alone. Until now. I received a communication from another Waller. Another dimension, another chance. This Waller seems different. More calculating. Her task force sounds marginally more competent. They've already begun a counterattack against Brainiac. But as always with Waller, there was a deal to be made. Her world's greatest scientific minds working on a cure. For my assistance in recovering the Flash. Send a scientist to find a scientist. Is it logic? If her people can reach us, it'll prove their capabilities. And if they can't, it's still me and you against the world. Nora.
Located another of Brainiac's dimensional invasion points, and a survivor. Dr. Frias. I've already been in contact and negotiated a deal. This is it, Task Force X. We'll deploy a jammer to get eyes on you, while Dr. Frias makes final preparations. Then get her and her wife back to the Hall of Justice. We need her, so try not to be yourselves for once.
Those are the coordinates Dr. Frias gave us. Let's get to it.
Whatever are you up to?
Boomerang!
Yes, I am the Thunder!
Now you see how a real criminal does it, eh?
Targeting Boomerang.
Yes, Norton. But what if I allow you to do some real damage?
Don't try it. Go.
Not a complete disaster. Well done, Task Force X. Get yourselves to the jammer.
Ooh, hate to be standing in the middle of that. Terminating quick.
Ingenuity is only eclipsed by their obnoxiousness.
Terran signature found. This is what winning feels like. That was too close.
That's a frag, Shark.
Going for a high score!
Headshot is the current target. Nailed it. What's next?
Too much heat here. Don't need sights.
Done it, done. I'd say I deserve a prize.
Evasive maneuvers. Lawton's feeling trigger happy.
Excellent. Now make your way to the jammer and die en route.
Well, congratulations. Your incessant irksome behavior has led Brainiac to compromise your shield earlier than anticipated. Get to Nora and get her safely through the portal. Safely.
Taking it vertical.
Yes, scamper back to Walla. Surely you've earned some fake praise.
Why do we never get reinforcements?
This is some Icarus ass shit. So they brought reinforcements.
Whoa, who's pulling holes in
Y'all can look at this piece, but don't touch. Fingerprints.
Come on, Sharko, it's one frozen lady. How hard can it be?
Kid, get down here.
Victoria Frias, I presume.
Amanda Waller. So tell me again about the partner benefits.
The deductibles are hell.
Whoa! Like a giant collectible! She's in mint condition! BNIB!
Nora has undergone vitrification. She is not an action figure.
I think they are bonding.
Shark, we didn't go through all that to make friends. We need her tech to win the war.
Statistically, it's extremely unlikely you can stop Brainiac.
Come on. I thought you'd be up for taking the long shot, no matter the cost.
Oh, tingly.
These are your world's finest scientific minds? happened here?
I am more of a hobbyist, but I would also be happy to assist.
And you get to hang out with us while your Sheila's defrosting. No offense.
I'll be frank, Dr. Frias. You want Task Force X to take you and your wife back to the Ice Age. Fine. But you know a better offer isn't coming. For either of you.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Name your price.
There might be a teeny nanite bomb in your head, Clive.
Do it. For Nora. No matter the cost.
Good for them. Cute couple. You got strong and you got silent.
I eliminate Brainiac from the multiverse, and you fulfill your end of the deal. Yes?
First, a little downtime, Doctor. Luther has some files on metahuman tissue regeneration that I'd like an expert opinion on.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll look after her. Does she like store brand or name brand? I've got protein bars.
Gather up, Task Force X. I want the Flash back here in one piece, so pay attention.
In order for us to retrieve the Flash from the Skull ship, you will first need to remove the Data Vault's defenses, reveal the Vault, and defeat this Brainiac iteration.
Get all of that? I hope so.
Holdouts.
I love this part!
Welcome to yet another disturbing Elseworld. I'm going to be taking point on this operation. With the hard work well underway, all you need...
Deadshot is the curse!
Directing all reinforcements at the Earthlings. Deal with them.
Bring me the Flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
Your window is closing, Task Force X. Will you be able to slither through?
Out of boost? Give me a break!
Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. All right, good enough for me.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
My ass is ice!
Wait for it.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? Don't worry, I'll have this done in a... language bleed-through. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
Come on, not now!
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
I reckon we'll make short work of you soon enough. Could just surrender.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Let's consider the other side of the equation now. One should always try to begin with proven theory. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
Launching explosive device!
Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet... I come bearing gifts in the form of your searing mutilation. Force, heat, mass. Simple arithmetic, but effective. Even I make room for the more useful classics.
Running with the wildlife.
None are safe from King Shark. I strike back!
Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler. And much smaller. A little quick preparation first. Enough of a chat. A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes.
Diving for a meal.
That shot is the current target. I tried to research this move of the Kryptonians. You Earthlings are disgusting. I made changes. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
That shot is the current target.
A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes.
Going for a high score!
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated. You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
That shot is the current target.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them.
Must be some dimensional BS.
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks. Especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you.
This is some Icarus ass shit!
Not much variation here, but there is potential. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
Come on, not now!
Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Yet you foolishly persist. For days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these? A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element. I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now.
Off target? I don't believe it. This is to make her his ass shit.
Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. Once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances.
Fucking quit or eliminate.
If you have feedback on the swing compared to the throw, I hate to hear it. Not to worry. I spiced things up just for you, dear squirrel.
They're coming!
I admit, I did borrow some insight. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to... This data is beginning to give diminishing
Oh, wow. I really used to get it winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
Now we're talking about the premium enthusiast gear.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.